Rock it. Rock it. Rock it. Rock it. Rock it.
Evelyn Jarvis was born in Vicksburg, Mississippi on July 26, 1896. After her father, Frank, died prematurely, she moved with her mother, Blanche, and her 3 other siblings to Chicago, Illinois. She completed grammar school and high school in Chicago. Her early experiences in vaudeville and street preaching with her mother are what jump-started her acting career. At the age of 23, Preer's first film role was in Oscar Michaud's 1919 debut film The Homesteader, in which she played Orlin. Preer was promoted by Michaud as his leading actress with a steady tour of personal appearances and a publicity campaign. She was one of the first African-American women to become a star to the black community. She also acted in Michaud's Within Our Gates, 1920, in which she plays Sylvia Landry, a teacher who needs to raise money to save her school. The years of Jim Crow, the revival of the Ku Klux Klan, the Great Migration of blacks to cities of the North and Midwest, and the emergence of the New Negro. It was part of a genre called race films. The plot features an African-American woman who goes north in an effort to raise money for a rural school in the Deep South for poor black children. Her romance with a black doctor eventually leads to revelations about her family's past and her own mixed-race, European ancestry. The film portrays racial violence under white supremacy and the lynching of black people. Produced, written and directed by Michaud, it is the oldest known surviving film made by an African-American director and has been named as one of the greatest films of all time by a black director. She was a pioneering American stage and screen actress and jazz and blues singer of the 1910s through the early 1930s. Preer was known within the black community as the First Lady of the Screen. She continued her career by starring in 19 films. Michaud developed many of his subsequent films to showcase Preer's versatility. These included The Gonzales Mystery, 1921, is a 1921 American silent race film directed, produced, and written by Oscar Michaud. The film was inspired by events and figures in the 1913 to 1915 trial of Leo Frank for the murder of Mary Fagan. The film is now believed to be lost. Michaud remade the film 1935 as Murder in Harlem. The Spider's Web is a 1926 Oscar Michaud film starring Evelyn PREER. It was remade in 1932 as The Girl from Chicago. The film is about a beautiful young woman from Harlem in New York City who travels to a small town in Mississippi where she receives unwelcome courting. She returns to Harlem. The Melancholy Dame is a short American comedy film made with an African-American cast and released in 1929. It has been described as the first African-American talkie. It featured a vision of high society and comic dialogue set in a Birmingham restaurant with a piano and dance show. Her final film performance was as Lola, a prostitute, in Joseph von Sternberg's 1932 film, with Cary Grant and Marlene Dietrich. Preer was lauded by both the black and white press for her ability to continually succeed in ever more challenging roles. Her roles ran the gamut from villain to heroine, and a tribute that many black actresses who worked in Hollywood cinema history did not have the privilege or luxury to enjoy. Only her film by Michaud and 3 shorts survive. She was known for refusing to play roles that she believed demeaned African Americans. Preer also sang in cabaret and musical theater, where she was occasionally backed by such diverse musicians as Duke Ellington and Red Nichols early in their careers. Preer was regarded by many as the greatest actress of her time. In April 1932, Preer gave birth to her only child, daughter Edeve Thompson. Developing post-childbirth complications, Preer died of double pneumonia on November 27, 1932, in Los Angeles at the age of 36. Her daughter Edeve Thompson converted to Catholicism as a teenager. She became known as Sister Francesca Thompson.